name is Camden Coles. I'm a senior defenseman, and I'd like to thank my parents and coaches for helping me through this whole hockey experience for all these years.
My name is Carson Gass. I'm a senior forward. I'd like to thank my coaches and my parents for introducing me to the game of hockey and buying me everything along the way that I needed.
My name is Jack Andrews, senior defenseman. I'd like to thank my parents and my coaches for giving me everything I need throughout the years of hockey.
My name is Quade Peters. I'm a senior forward, and I'd like to thank everybody who's helped me get through these years, and just especially the coaches and my parents.
My name is Ryan Thornton. I'm a senior goaltender. I'd like to thank my parents for pushing me to play the sport, and my coaches for helping me and teaching me all the things I need to know.
My name is Jacob Dobb. I'm a senior defenseman. I'd like to thank everyone over the years who has helped me push forward and pursue hockey.
Hello, my name is William Krauser. I'm a senior. I'm also a defender. I'd like to thank my parents and just anyone that's really helped me push forward. And
hey, my name is Andy Roth. I'm a senior forward, and I'd like to thank everyone in my family, including grandparents, my parents, my brother, everyone, and my coaches that's helped me throughout the years. And
my name is Bryce King. I'm a senior defenseman. I'd like to thank my mom and dad and grandpa and grandma for helping push me to play throughout the years. And let's go Mustangs.
My name is Cole Voller, senior forward. I'd like to thank my parents and the rest of my family and everyone else who's shown me support. Thank you.
Kai Trudeau, senior forward. I just want to say thank you to my mom, dad, stepdad, grandparents, all the family members that have helped me throughout the years, and let's take them to them tonight, boys.
My name is Tyler. I'm a senior forward for Cheyenne. I'd like to thank my parents specifically, but also my whole family for supporting me throughout my whole hockey career.
My name is Cole Fitzpatrick. I'm a senior forward, and I'd like to thank my coaches, friends, and family. Thank you.
My name is Lance Oster, senior defenseman. I'd just like to say thank you to all my family, especially my mom and dad, for all the help throughout the years.
All right, fans, welcome back to the West Fargo Sports Arenas. We're excited to bring you some more EDC hockey for Jordan Tusky along with Ethan Frisch. Ethan, this is our last home game. It's been a fun season, and hopefully we have a good showing by the Mustangs here.
Yeah.
So Cheyenne comes in to this game against EDC leading Grand Forks Central. They come in at 5th place with 26 points. Grand Forks Central has clinched first place in the EDC. They have a conference record of 13-1, and they have 42 points. And so going into the EDC tournament, Grand Forks Central will take the 1 seed. So the Mustangs, they're sitting in 5th place right now, and I think that's probably where they'll end up, Ethan. Fargo Davies is in front of them with 26, and Fargo Davies, they have 3 remaining games, and one of those is against Fargo North, and with Fargo North being unable to play, I don't want to get into the assumption game here between you and I, Ethan, but I believe that those 3 points are probably going to go to Fargo Davies. So, the Mustangs are sitting right now in that 5th spot, and hopefully they have a good showing here tonight.
Face-off one there by the Central Knights. Puck thrown off the boards back to Colin McCarthy. And puck goes to neutral ice, and then Central will fire one down on Buchholz. Coles then takes the puck, and he'll throw one out of the zone. And back on the stick of Coles. Camden Coles tries to backhand one around. And here's Joey Kennelly. Kennelly tries a centering pass there, and that's blocked off by McCarthy. Back to the point for Central. Shot there, goes just wide of Buchholz. McCarthy there picks off a pass down low, and he'll throw one up off the glass. And puck goes out to neutral ice before Central fires one back in. Camden Coles takes it behind the net. And he'll make a pass over to McCarthy. Bounces off McCarthy's stick. And back into the hands of Camden Coles. Coles then throws one around the boards and is taken by Peters. Peters leaves one off for Trudeau. And Kai Trudeau has it picked away from him. Central has a centering pass there. Good stick by Lance Oster, knocking the puck off the stick. And then Zach Mosier makes a nice play to get the puck to neutral ice. Oster goes back behind the net. He'll push one along to Mosier. Mosier tries to backhand one up, and that's stopped. But Peters comes out with it. Quade Peters goes. He'll take it wide. Tries to go around the defender, and the defender stops him. And puck will go all the way down the ice for an icing on the Knights.
Boy, that first shift with Central speed, I think it's pretty evident on how they're in first place in the EDC with only one or they have 2 losses on the year. One of them was to Fargo South. In that game, I believe the South goaltender made, I think it was upwards of 45 saves, and then they lost to Roseau, who's a good team in Section 8 AA. So it's certainly evident there on that first shift on why they are where they are.
Puck goes out to Oster on the point, and Oster will throw one down the sidewall to Jack Belisle behind the net. Belisle leaves it off for Michalek. Centering pass out front there, and goes just wide to Elseth. Good back check there by Jack Belisle, and puck goes out to Teckenberg. Teckenberg takes a shot, and that's just wide. Lance Oster there on the point, moves one down. Tyler Michalek backhands one towards the net. And Central with a clean break out there. And they'll get it down in the Cheyenne zone. Carson Teckenberg there cycles one back around, taken by Mosier, and Mosier goes off the boards, and that will go all the way down for another icing on Cheyenne.
It was a good opportunity for Teckenberg. Belisle was knocked off the puck and right on the stick of Teckenberg. Unfortunately for Carson, he puts it just wide. Speaking of Carson, you look out on the ice right now, Ethan, and you're not looking too hard if you don't find Grand Forks Central defenseman Carson Caulfield. He's a good size young man. He stands about 6'5", 200. So like I said, if you're coming to the rink trying to find him and you leave the rink and say I didn't see him, you obviously didn't watch the game, because he takes up a lot of room out there.
Quade Peters gets across the red line, and he'll dump one down. Puck taken by Andrew Roth in the corner. Roth moves on out to the front where no one's waiting for him, and Joey Kennelly will take the puck. Kennelly moves it behind the net, and then Central throws one up the ice and all the way down for an icing.
Yeah, so that line that was just out there, they've been with each other for a couple of years. That's going to be a Chase Spicer, Braden Panzer, and Joey Kennelly. They come into this game in the state. They are the 1, 2, and 3 leading scorers. So Spicer's got 44, Panzer's got 43, and Kennelly's got 40. Kennelly this year, he had back-to-back 4-goal games. That's pretty impressive He had him against Davies, and then the next night he followed it up against East Grand Forks, so did it against 2 quality teams.
Camden Coles does a nice job there of putting Panzer off the puck, but the Mustangs turn it back over to Central. Centering pass there, shot, good job there by Jacob Dobb to block the shot before it can reach Buchholz. Knights now throwing up the wall, and Camden Coles pinches it off. Coles then gets one down into the Central zone. And big hit there by Camden Coles, knocks Kennelly down. And puck goes off the boards. Braden Panzer there hit off the puck by Oster. And Camden Coles will take it behind the net. Coles moves one up the wall to Trudeau. Kai Trudeau then loses it off his stick. And the Knights will take it. Knights cross the red line. Dump it down, and Camden Coles will take it. Coles and Trudeau battle for it behind the net before it trickles out to Gass on the sidewall. Carson Gass throws it up to the point. And Lance Oster blocks a shot. Another shot there, and Carson Gass will chip one off the wall and out of the zone.
There's 2 real nice defensive plays in that last shift, one by Camden Coles and then one by Lance Oster, working to stand those Central forwards up at the blue line.
Lance Oster dumping all the way down. Elsa stops it behind the net. And puck goes out to Mosier on the point. Zach Mosier with the shot, and that's padded away by Elseth. Goes back out to Oster, and Oster will put one down low. Shot there by Tyler Michalek is blockered away by Elseth. And puck goes up. And Zach Mosier will take it. Mosier backhands one back around to Oster. Lance Oster plays one off the glass. And it goes back through to Belisle, but then Belisle loses the puck. Central there, breaks it out. And puck goes out to Mosier. Zach Mosier slaps one up the ice. And Tyler Michalek will race for it. D-to-D pass there by the Knights. And they'll get around 2. Throws one up the ice, and Oster's waiting for it. Puck now in Central possession. They'll throw it all the way up the ice, and here come the Knights. Cuts to the slot. All the way across, shot there. Peyton got a glove on it, and it goes just wide of the net.
It was a real nice play by Joseph Risky to get the puck up to Dominic Krzyzewski. They're a good opportunity for Central.
Another shot there by Central, patted away by Buchholz. Puck goes up to Peters, and Peters will throw one down. Icing waved off. Central now breaks it out. Hit laid there by Andrew Roth. And puck goes down in the Cheyenne zone where Coles will take it. Coles throws one around the wall. And that's taken by the Knights. But Camden Coles steals it away, and here comes Camden Coles. Coles tries to go around one. And he'll turn it over to the Central defense. And shot there, sticked away by Buchholz. And Colin McCarthy takes it. McCarthy moves it up the wall to Roth. And Roth goes high off the glass, looking for Peters streaking there. And that goes all the way down the ice as Peters goes for a change. Camden Coles there slaps one on. And that's patted away by Elseth. Puck goes out to the point for Colin McCarthy. McCarthy with a shot, blockered away by Elseth. Puck now on the far boards. And Camden Coles gets it at the point. Coles tries to take a slap shot. Couldn't get enough on it. But does a good job there, putting it all the way down in the zone. And here comes Panzer on a breakaway. Panzer takes a shot there. Big glove save by Buchholz to keep the score 0-0.
Well, it was a great pass by Kuntz up to Panzer. And as we talked about, that's one of the guys there. He's got 18 goals on the year, and 43 points. And if you're Central, that's the guy that you want the puck on his stick. And Peyton Buchholz, continuing his fine play this year, makes a great glove save and keeps the score at 0-0.
Central win the draw. Shot from the point there. Saved by Buchholz. Rebound. And he couldn't get anything on the shot as the Mustangs covered him up. Pass across the ice there. Goes into the hands of Mosier. And Mosier will dump it all the way down. And Central now with the puck. Central having a tough time getting it out. Puck goes back to Mosier. Mosier will take it into the zone. Goes around one. And shot on net there. Saved. Puck goes back into the corner, and Central will break it out. Pass goes off his stick. Shot there by Kai Trudeau. Glove down by Elseth.
It was a nice defensive play by number 6 for Grand Forks Central. Kyle Fulton looked like Mosier maybe had a step on him, was trying to get that shot off and lifted the stick nicely. You see this top pair for Central come out here on defense. You got 22 Dylan Kuntz and then number 4 Carson Caulfield. We talked about the size of Caulfield at 6'5", 200, and Kuntz is 6'1", 190. So that defensive pair, in the Red River game, we said one thing that the Riders did is made it difficult to get to the neutral zone that last shift. Camden Coles was, we're going to have an ice in here. A couple shifts ago, Camden Coles was trying to carry the puck up, and Carson Caulfield just stood him right up at the red line, and puck went back down into the Mustang zone. So those two guys, they're big-bodied, but they're good skaters, and they make it very difficult for really anybody who they play tonight. It's going to be the Mustangs, but to get to the neutral zone and into their offensive zone and set it up.
Central there with a nice breakout. They'll center one over, and puck goes across the ice. Good play there by Teckenberg, getting the puck off his stick. And puck bounces out to the point and will exit into the neutral zone. Caulfield now with the puck. Gives a nice backhand pass to his winger. And Knights enter the zone, but Tyler Michalek takes the puck away. Michalek moves one back around to Dobb, and Dobb is hit there in the corner. Centering pass for Central, and they can't connect. Caulfield moves one down low. And puck goes out of the zone. Tyler Michalek now tries to backhand one up to Quade Peters, but Peters was going to the center of the ice. Central gets around one, takes a shot there, and that's deflected up into the netting.
Yeah, luckily for the Mustangs, that shot does go up into the netting, but they did have they had all 5 guys back. Central had 4 guys changing, so you had number 10 there for Central. That's Colton Bjorgi, was coming in all alone, so hopefully nothing was going to formulate out of it. As he had 1-on-5, but puck goes up in the netting.
Shot there from the point from Central is blocked away by Dobb. Puck now tied up in the corner to the left of Buckholz. And goes back up to the point before it is put down all the way back in the zone. Puck now tied up in the corner to the right of Buckholz, and Dobb will come out with it. Dobb gets one up off the boards and out of the zone. And Quade Peters makes a hit, but puck gets by him, and that goes back to the Central defense. And all the way down the ice, icing waved off. And Dobb puts one up the boards for Coles. Coles gets one to Peters at center ice. Peters gets across the red line, and he'll throw one in. Peters then wins the race to the puck behind the net. And he's hit off the puck. Good hold there by Oster at the point. Couldn't get it deep enough, and Central breaks it out. But pass goes back to Mosier. Zach Mosier puts one high off the glass, and Peters takes it, and Peters will backhand all the way down and go for a change. Central now with the puck behind their own net. Jack Belisle flushes him out. And he'll move one up, and that goes all the way down the ice for another icing.
Yep, Risky was looking for Spicer all the way up in the neutral zone. Just put a little bit too far out of his reach. So here we'll have a face-off deep in the Central zone. So we'd like to thank our game sponsor tonight, Marvin Windows and Doors. Marvin is a 4th-generation owned and operated manufacturer of products for builders, architects, homeowners, including award-winning window and door solutions. So we thank Marvin Windows and their support of Cheyenne Mustang Media.
Tyler Michalek takes the puck on the hash mark. He'll move one down low, and that's picked off. And puck goes up. And Joey Kennelly with the puck. Kennelly moves one back for Spicer. Spicer with a shot. Glove save by Buckholz.
A real nice save by Buckholz, and important that no rebound was there because Braden Panzer was standing right to the left of him. Yeah, it was a nice rush by Central there. It looks like they could have elected maybe to throw it in front to Panzer. He was streaking down. Instead, they elect to do the drop pass and take the shot. So real good save by Peyton. He's had a couple big glove saves. And as I say that, he's got another one right there off the faceoff. I believe that was Kennelly that snapped that wrist shot off there. Yeah, it was. And so he's had 3 real nice glove saves so far in this first period.
Face-off one there by the Knights. Puck out in front. Shot there by Kennelly, and he can't get it off his stick. And puck goes down, back behind the net, and McCarthy takes it. McCarthy cycles one around to Coles. Coles tries to play one off. That's picked off Kennelly in the slot there. Saved by Buckholz. And puck comes loose. And Tegenberg will get one out, and he'll throw one all the way down.
That was a really good opportunity. There was a turnover by the Cheyenne defense, and I believe it was Panzer got it right up to Spicer, and he was able to rip that wrist shot off. so it's easy to see why those guys have the points they do. I don't think they ever played hot potato at all when they were a kid because they want the puck on their stick. They don't want to get rid of it. And one of the things is they're extremely confident when they have the puck, and they do a nice job of finding each other.
Zach Mosier pushes one around. And he'll take it, but he'll lose it. Puck in the slot, and he does a nice job there of correcting his mistake. He'll take the puck back. Mosier gets across the red line, and he'll throw one to the opposite corner. Puck now tied up on the wall before it's thrown back around, and Caulfield will take it behind his net. Caulfield moves one up to his winger, and then they'll clear to center ice where Mosier will pass it across to Oster. Oster tries to go hard off the boards, and he can't get anything on it. Shot there by Central, swallowed up by Buchholz for a whistle.
Yeah, so elsewhere in a Mustang Sports Night, boys basketball is at home. They're playing Fargo South. Again, the boys basketball team having a fantastic year. They're 14-1 in the EDC. They're number 1 in the state as well. They're at home tonight versus Fargo South. South is 8-7, and they're 4th in the EDC. So hopefully Coach Kirchhoffner and the Mustangs can continue their stellar play so far in the season.
Trudeau wins the faceoff back to McCarthy. McCarthy puts one off the wall. Kovoler tries to backhand one out, and that's stopped. Puck in the slot now. Shot by Central, and that goes just wide of the net. Another centering pass goes up to the point. Another shot there, and wide of the net. McCarthy there ties up his man, and it's taken by Dobb. Dobb puts one up the wall, and that's taken by Central. Dobb there hit. His helmet comes off.
Yeah, well, a stoppage and play there. Jacob Dobb went to make a hit on Dominic Gershevsky, and Dominic Gershevsky stands 5'11", 200, so he's put together pretty well, and Dobbs' helmet just came loose there. I think Colin McCarthy on that last sequence, I think he had to do a little bit of goaltending there. That puck had just squeaked out of Peyton Buchholz's pads, and Colin was scrambling all around to make sure that it didn't get in the back of the net, so it was a good job by those D to, on an errant puck like that they were Johnny on the spot.
Puck goes out to the neutral zone where the Knights take it. Tries to move on up. Good stick there by Michalek to break it up. And Central enters the Cheyenne zone. Moves one back behind. Cole. Shot there by Central is put up into the netting for a whistle.
And it seems like every time Central has the puck, they have a guy coming right down the middle of the ice. That's maybe the 3rd or 4th time in the last couple minutes that we've seen it. We saw it with that top unit that they had out there earlier. You know, they always have guys in the slot, and they have guys in good opportunities where they can get a puck on their stick, and they're in a great scoring opportunity in that one there, just up into the netting. So it's one thing Mustangs want to do is make sure that they have the front of the net secured.
Shot there by the Knights, sticked away by Buchholz, and Oster will take it. Oster goes around the net. He'll move on up to Tegenberg. That goes off the wall. And back to Oster. Oster throws one wide, and that's picked off there by Central. Shot, saved by Buchholz. Another save by Buchholz. Wide of the net, and Oster takes it. Nice, Oster moves it to Belisle, and Belisle will play one all the way down. And Central will ring one all the way around, and back for Zach Mosier. Mosier does a nice job there. Goes around, he'll move one over, and over to Belisle, and all the way down the ice. Tom Michalek puts a hit on his man there, and here comes Quade Peters. Peters tries a shot there. And that hit the back of the cage. Central now moves the puck up. They'll get it to the blue line. He'll move one out to the center. Shot there. Goal. Grand Forks Central.
Yeah, that was Spicer who scored that goal, and he's the one that started that play. You could see Kennelly was motioning to him or trying to let him know, throw it off the boards, and he does just that. Kennelly skates into it and then is able to slide it back to Kennelly, and he puts it in the back of the net. So it's easy. Right there, you see why those guys, like I said earlier, you can tell why they have the points they do. So it's going to be that top unit. Like we said, they're 1, 2, 3 in the state in scoring. It's going to be that top unit that's going to put Central up 1-0 here with 3:38 left to play in the first period.
Central moves one D to D, and then they go up to center ice, and Cameron Cole picks it off. He'll move one to Clay Peters, and Peters goes to center to Cole Fitzpatrick, and Fitzpatrick puts one all the way down. Central then goes D to D, and they'll hit one off the wall, and it gets past Coles, and Panzer takes it. He'll take a shot there, and that's saved by Buchholz. Coles then backhands one up the wall, out across the blue line, and Central throws it back in where Colin McCarthy takes it. McCarthy goes up the wall. He's pinched off the puck, but puck goes to Andrew Roth, and he'll throw one down. Roth then backhands one. And puck goes all the way down the ice. Icing waved off. And Oster takes it. And it's Oster. Goes back behind his net, plays one off the boards to Kai Trudeau. Trudeau then gets across the red line. He tries a centering pass for Roth. Bounces over Roth's stick and back into the hands of the Knights. Foles then throws him off the boards. That's held in by the Knight point. They'll take a shot. Rebound there. Saved by Buchholz. And it's out in front. Kai Trudeau clears it away. Back. Tipped out in front. And the Mustangs will finally clear it out. Andrew Roth throws one up. And Kai Trudeau will race for it. Trudeau throws one to the front of the net, but that's blocked off by the Knights. And the Knights coming down on a 2-on-2 rush. Cuts to the center. Good stick there by Oster, getting him away from the puck.
Central so far this period, they've had a lot of real easy breakouts. It's a D to a wing to a center, and they're up and out of the zone. So, like we said with some of Red River's play last week, Central was able to make it look pretty easy on the breakout.
Apka tries to put one down, and that's held off. And puck enters the Cheyenne zone. Apka pinches his man. And puck will exit the zone. Puck goes back to the Central defense. Still in center ice. And Jack Lyle tries to put one by. Good job there by the Knights. And they'll keep possession of the puck. Throwing one all the way down. Buchholz stops it behind his net. And Zach Mosier has it. Mosier tries to go around one. He'll lose the puck. And puck goes behind the net with Mosier. Mosier moves on to Teckenberg on the wall. Teckenberg can't control it and goes back to Oster. Oster in the corner. He'll throw one down all the way for an icing with 45 seconds left here in the first period of play.
Yep, so as Ethan said, we have an icing, so we'll have a face-off here to the right of goaltender Peyton Buchholz. And fans, stay with us. During our intermission, we will be playing our fourth installment of those senior videos. So if you have enjoyed the previous edition of getting to know those seniors and seeing their personalities, make sure you stay with us throughout the period break. Looks like we're probably going to have another icing here.
Waved off.
Oh, all right. Central
now takes it behind their own net, and they'll throw it all the way down, and I believe this one will be icing.
I believe you're right. You're 100% right. That will go for an icing, so we'll have a face-off here with 30.5 seconds left to the right of goaltender Elseth, and Elseth has pretty good numbers on the year as well. Well, he's got more than pretty good numbers. He has good numbers. He's got goals against average of 1.42, and his save percentage is at about 92%. So he's had a good year for the Knights. He's 15-2, and then last season he was 22-5. So he's a 2-year starter for the Knights.
Central there with a nice breakout. Here's Panzer. Panzer tries to go in between the legs of Colin McCarthy, and McCarthy hits it with the stick. And now Panzer tied up behind the net. Puck squeaks out to Spicer. Kennelly then backhands one out to the point. Shot there. Almost goes in. Goes off the side of the net. Camden Coles takes it. Coles hits one off the glass, and that will do it for the first period of play.
You have 3 Mustangs behind the net, and somehow Braden Panzer, he's the one that comes out with the puck. So that's something that these guys are crafty with their sticks. Peyton Buchholz had a really good period. He had a couple really nice glove saves. He had a nice glove save on a breakaway. So he had 13 shots that he faced, and he stopped 12 of them. So, playing Central is going to be tough every year. So the Mustangs, the one thing that they're going to have to do is find a way to, get some more opportunity and chances in the offensive zone. They only finished that period with 2 shots on net. But like that Red River game we talked about, it's still just a one-shot game at this point. So maybe they can get a good opportunity or get a power play, and and they can start to create some more offensive momentum. So, as we said, after our first period or during our first intermission, we'll be playing that 4th installment of our senior video, so don't go away. Who would be the armed wrestling champion of the seniors for the Cheyenne Hockey? Wade was put down quite a few times, even by himself.
Hey, you gotta be confident, right?
And then there was 2 people that were very confident in their abilities outside of that. One was a little bit more confident than the other. One said that maybe I could get caught on an off day. Who put that down? Yeah. And Mr. Lance not only said himself, he said myself, no debate.
There is no debate.
So imagine this here, you know, you're on a trip, and you find yourselves in a karaoke singing competition. And Wolf Fitzpatrick, what do you think?
I'm also going to have to go with Tyler. Sings a lot in the car. He loves Keep the Wolves Away.
Anybody confident that they would win?
Oh, I would, for sure.
I had Bryce's.
I had Bryce's my answer too.
Quaid put Bryce.
I put Bryce.
Lance put anybody but Quaid.
I can't argue with that one.
He said probably Bryce. And then Cameron Cole said Bryce King has the best pipes out of anybody he's seen. So, Bryce, you said that you would win.
Yes, I would, for sure.
What's your karaoke song?
Amarillo by Morning by George Strait.
Can we hear just a little bit of it?
Absolutely not.
Andy, Bryce said you. Oh. Are you a singer?
No.
Let's hear it, man.
Let's hear it. What did I put? You put Ryland. And you said I asked him, and he said he would probably win.
Oh, yeah, no, that's completely true. I have no reasoning besides that I asked him and he said him.
When did you ask me this?
Like last night.
Last night?
The night before, my bad. I asked you who would win the karaoke contest, and you said me. I'm like, okay.
I don't know that I ever said that.
Yeah, we were talking.
How to lose in a board game or a video game? What senior is most likely to either unplug the video game or tip over the board so that they don't lose? Jacob Dobb, who would you say?
Probably Tyler Mashalik. This is because he gets tempered really easily.
I disagree with that.
Jack Henrys, what do you say?
I'm going to say 100% Tyler Mashalik. He gets very mad very easy and does not like to lose.
No, I disagree. I don't think. I would lose fair. I would lose fair.
Oh.
He takes video games more seriously than he does actual hockey.
Not even close to true.
I can quote this. We were messing around in a match, and he goes, "If you're gonna laugh, I'm not gonna play with you." And then he rage quit and got off Xbox because Brady Lambert was breathing into the mic too loud.
It's better than Ryland bashing his controller.
I've gone through a few controllers.
Yes, what do you think?
I believe I said Andy Roth in this one.
You did, which surprised me because
Now I'm hearing these other answers and I'm thinking it's Tyler.
Charles, who would you say?
I would say Ryland. I've played with him a couple times. I can hear his headset go flying across the room. I heard his controller go through his desk. Now I'm just waiting for his monitor to go flying.
Yeah, there is a hole in my desk.
You could transform into another athlete, what would you be?
I'd probably pick Jackson Moy just because he's so tall. Just experienced that day in a life of being so tall.
Like Carson Gas, who did you put?
Oh, I said I want to be Quaid Peters.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to be fast for day and be an all-star on the baseball diamond.
So Quaid Peters wants to be Major League Baseball All-Star Mike Trout. Carson Gas wants to be Quaid Peters. I think everything there kind of checks out. Lance, who did you put down?
I believe I said myself.
Last question here is you know, sometimes hockey players they get there's kind of always a little internal, I think, friendly rivalry between basketball players and hockey players. Imagine you're Coach Kirchhoffner here in the Cheyenne basketball team, and all of a sudden he wakes up one day and Jackson Money and Barika Penu and all these guys, they're just not there, and he looks around and it's all you guys. Who are the 5 guys that you're putting on the court? And where are they playing?
I'd say you'd have to have me running the point because my hands are they're there. It's just inevitable. They're good. And then I had Lance at shooting guard because Lance just does whatever he wants and can do anything. I'm pretty sure my post was Randy. Who's going to mess with Big Randy? He's out in front of the net anyways, right in front of the basket too. And then I'm pretty sure I had power forward as Camden, because got some height, said he's good at everything. Good from in close, good from outside, so might as well put him there. I'm pretty sure I had Fitzy as my small forward. Just because I want Fitzy on my starting line. I don't know.
So Cole Fitzpatrick, you actually garnered, let's see, 1, 2, you got 5 votes to be in the starting 5. Do you have basketball ability?
I'm a sharpshooter, like I can pull up from anywhere and you can, it's in.
I'm like 50. I'm a shooter. I let it fly.
Let her buck?
Exactly. I play against Jackson Mooney all the time.
What I love working about Marvin is I'm always given an opportunity to learn new things. There's never really a dull moment.
When my buddies from out of town ask me where I work, I love to share it. There's always opportunities. You can always move up.
Come in here willing to learn, and if you're willing to do that, you can go anywhere.
The people here is what makes the workplace enjoyable. It's a great place to work.
They have a great benefit package, and as I've been here even for a few years, I've seen that package being adjusted and tailored to try to meet our needs better.
Your experience coming in, our experience that we have here, makes a great combination that we invite.
That generation that helped build this company to what it is today is now getting to retirement age, and we're now to that point in the company where a newer generation of workforce is stepping up to the plate. We're finding our own adventure. I think that's exciting. It is an exciting time to be a part of Marvin.
Fargo Sports Arena for second period action. We got end of first period of play. We have a 1-0 score for the Central Knights. Shots on the scoreboard for Central, they finished with 13 in the first period. And for the Mustangs of Cheyenne, they finished with 2. So looks like the Central coaches will slow out of that long walk. We see Coach Grant Paranicki. He's running down the walkway there, and he's behind the bench, so we're ready to play.
Face off one there by the Knights. Taken by Spicer. Spicer moves one up the wall to Kennelly. Kennelly then backhands one out front for Panzer. He takes a shot there that goes wide. Puck out to Carson Caulfield. Caulfield takes a shot. That's blocked before it can get to him, and Cole Fitzpatrick has the puck. Puck there, move back, and then up quick to Kennelly. Kennelly there ties up Andrew Roth at the point, and Kuntz will put it down. Puck goes out to Kuntz at the point. He moves it over to Caulfield. Caulfield goes down low. Panzer with it behind the net, and he'll lose it. Roth takes it. He'll put it up, and Kuntz holds at the point. Shot there, saved by Buchholz. And centering pass is blocked out in front. Spicer moves it down low. Tries to catch Kuntz streaking there from the point, and can't.
Mustangs are trying everything they can to get the puck out. Finally it does, but it had hit about 4 Central players' skates, sticks. Very difficult for Mustangs to get it out. And here's Kennelly over to Panzer, and I don't think it's going to be either one of those that's going to get it. I believe it's going to be Connor Litzinger. I think he was the one that was right around the front of the net. I believe that was him, beneficiary on a rebound off a shot by Panzer there. But the Mustangs, they tried 2 or 3 times to get the puck out of the zone, and they were unsuccessful. And then they finally did get it out. The only problem was they didn't get it deep enough, so they just got it right over the blue line in the neutral zone, and Central is able, with those quick forwards, they're able to transition from the neutral zone back into the offensive zone very, very well. And unfortunately here, just over a minute into this period, Central gets on the board, so 2-0 Grand Forks.
Michalek catches one there at the hash marks. Puck bounces off his stick back down into the corner. Centering pass out there, just wide of the net. And Michalek puts one up, and he'll race for the puck. Ooh, icing is called.
Yeah, it was a close one. That was Teckenberg there, chipped it up, and Michalek gave chase, but the puck was able to get down the ice before the 2 players from both respective teams could. So 2 scores to report in Cheyenne Athletics. At halftime, the boys basketball team is down by 1, 36-35 to the Bruins from Fargo South. South is the 4 seed. And then in girls basketball, it is 56-53, and Fargo South is ahead in that one. So hopefully both boys and girls basketball teams from Cheyenne have a good second half and can come out on the victor side of the scoreboard.
Shot there from the point, hits the post, goes in.
Michalek slid, tried to stop that one, unfortunately was unable to, and that's Joseph Risky. That's a defenseman there, senior defenseman, that's able to put that one in. That's just his 3rd goal of the year, 7th point of the year, but unfortunately here, early on in this period, the Mustangs, you're hoping that kind of like that Red River game we saw where they were able, to kind of overcome a tough first period, and they're only down. We said it's just 1 shot, and they were able to kind of have some good momentum to start that second period, and carried that all the way into the 3rd. So hopefully here, if you're the Mustangs, you can stop this bleeding and you can put together some good shifts and have a little bit better start than you had.
Puck taken by center, and puck will go down the ice. And Stalker chases. Elseth then plays one all the way to the other side. And Kai Trudeau does a nice job there holding. Knights spin away from one, and they'll throw it out to center. Glove down by Peters, and Peters will throw it down, and he'll chase. Elseth plays one off the wall. Fitzpatrick will take it. Fitzpatrick tries to go off the boards. That's held. And Fitzpatrick still with the puck at the hash marks. Move down. Carson Sang moves one up. And the Knights do a nice job breaking out there. They'll cross the red line, throw one down on Buchholz. And Buchholz will play it out to McCarthy. Fun McCarthy comes up the ice himself. Goes around one. He'll get across the blue line. And he loses the puck. Puck bounces out to neutral ice, and Camden Coles throws one down. And Andrew Roth will have to try it a second time, and it works. Caulfield loses the puck to Peters in the corner. And Peters throws one around the wall. And good centering pass there by the Knights. And puck bounces up to Coons. Coons goes D to Caulfield. Caulfield throws one off the ice, and Fitzpatrick stops that. But the Knights get it all the way down. Puck now on the far side. Taken by the Knights. Kuntz with a shot there from the point, and that's blocked by Roth. Peters now chases. He'll take the puck. Peters in the slot. Tries a shot there, and Kuntz was giving him a hard time. Couldn't get enough on it.
Nice defensive play by Dylan Kuntz.
Puck goes down to Peters. Peters with the puck in the corner. He's bodied off by Caulfield. Puck now at the Cheyenne point. Mosier tries to hold, and Joey Kennelly moves one over. Back to Kennelly. Kennelly tries a shot, and that just goes off his stick. Got a wide open side.
I was to say he had about 3/4 of the net there. Just put it just wide.
Probably something he does not do very often.
No. Guys like that was a play that guys like you and I made, huh?
Yeah.
You're a little slow on the up there.
I was paying attention to the play, sorry.
No, that's fine. Here we go.
And here's Clay Peters. Peters and Michalek. Peters takes a shot there. Saved by Elsa.
Yeah, that's a real nice save there by Elsa. There's, Peters on the 2-on-1 elects to shoot it. Michalek's right around the net, and Peters fired that shot on net, and Elseth was able to just secure that thing, and there was no rebound, and there was no second opportunity for Michalek at all.
Face-off one there by the Knights. Carson Singh takes it. He'll move one up the wall. And puck bounces out to Zach Mosier in the neutral zone. Mosier moves it over to Oster. Oster throws one down, but that's held by Singh at the blue line. Puck goes over. Central crosses the blue line. They'll take a shot on Buchholz, and it's into his chest for a whistle.
One of the things you talk about in sports is momentum, and Central started this period on a pretty good note, getting 2 goals right away in the start of this period, and you look at kind of the tale of 2 benches, and you look at the Grand Forks Central bench, and they're up and they're engaged and they're into the play, and then you look at the Cheyenne bench, and they're all seated. So I don't know if that has anything to do with just the way the 2 teams are feeling or not, but these Central players right now, they're certainly feeling very confident when they get the puck on their stick.
Kai Trudeau takes the puck at the blue line, and he'll throw one down. Elsa stops it behind his net. And Kai Trudeau does a nice job there, hitting Carson Caulfield. And puck goes out. Hit by Stalker. And the Knights will break it out. Puck taken there by Hapka. And now tied up in front of the Central bench. And put all the way down in the zone. Stalker there goes behind the net. Knights push it out, back up to Caulfield on the point. Caulfield with a shot there, patted away by Buchholz. And that goes behind the net, over to Andrew Roth on the hash marks. Roth does a nice job there, hitting his man. And Peters gets one to Stalker. Or Trudeau, I should say. Now Kuntz comes up the ice with the puck. Kuntz crosses the blue line. He'll center one out in front. And that bounces off his stick, goes down into the corner. Roth plays one off the boards. And out to Peters in the center. Quade Peters gets around one. He'll take a shot there, and that's saved by Elsas. Rebound out in the crease, cleared away by the Knights. Puck now tied up on the close wall. And Peters will throw one down back around. And puck goes back to Kuntz. Kuntz throws one up. And nice job there by Cole Fitzpatrick. And Risky moves one up. And takes a shot there on Buchholz. Rebound sitting out in front. Cleared up by Zach Mosier. Mosier tries to move one up. That's picked off. Puck now taken by Central in the neutral zone. Moves one out to the center. Good play there by Cole Fitzpatrick to knock him off the puck. And puck now in the corner. Risky now with the puck at the point. He'll take a shot there. That's just wide of the cage. Another centering pass there. And puck's loose out in front, goes back out to Risky. Risky takes a shot there, and that's blocked. And another centering pass just goes by Buchholz. Puck now out to the point for Central. Takes another shot there. I believe that hit the crossbar.
Certainly did.
And Risky now. Cheyenne finally able to get the puck out of the zone. Icing waved off. And Elsa stops it behind his net. Leaves it off, and here comes the Knights. Kennelly takes the puck. He tries to move one back for Spicer, and the Mustangs take it. Tyler Michalek moves one over to Teckenberg. Teckenberg tries to go back over to Michalek, and that's blocked off there. Good hit there by Tyler Michalek. Knocks a Knight to the ice, and puck back in the Central zone with Central possession. They'll move it out, up to Kennelly. Kennelly kicks it to a stick, but he is hit off by McCarthy. McCarthy then moves one around the wall. And over across, and Kennelly will finally put one in. Back door.
Those guys, they move the puck so quick, there's no hesitation. And then, they don't dust that puck off, so Panzer passes that one right over to Kennelly. And Kennelly, he doesn't have to stop and stick handle it. He's able to deposit it right in the back of the net. So those guys, we've talked a lot about them. Last Saturday, they tied Warroad, who's number 7 in Class A in Minnesota, and last Saturday I was talking to Warroad's head coach, and he said that that's the best line that he's seen this year, and that's saying something. Warroad's played a good Roseau team, and they played a good East Grand Forks team who's ranked 4th in Minnesota. So, these guys certainly, they get the attention of every team's top D pairing, but they usually come out on the better end of it.
Puck now in Central possession down in the Cheyenne zone. Good stick there. And Chase Hapka tries to win a race to a puck, and he can't. Puck comes out, and here's Panzer. Panzer goes around 1, goes around 2, puts one on net, and saved by Buchholz. And puck out now out at the point. Shot taken there. Goes just back behind the net. And Camden Coles will take it. Coles goes hard off the boards, and that's held in. Puck all the way down low. And centering pass out front. Goal. Grand Forks Central.
Panzer on that one. That's, this period, that seems like that's maybe about the 5th or 6th time that Cheyenne's tried to clear their own zone, but they don't get it high enough off the glass, or they don't get it high enough where it's out of someone's reach, and right there they try to clear it. The Red River, or the Central defenseman just makes it look very easy, just picks that clearing attempt off and then throws it back down in front of the net, and it always seems like there's 1 or 2 Central players that are sniffing right around Peyton Buchholz looking for rebounds, and right now they've been able to capitalize on some of those. So here we started this period with the Mustangs just down by a 1-0 score, and in about 10 minutes here, Central's been able to increase their lead to 5-0. So if you're the Mustangs, you just want to put together one good shift into another good shift into another good shift, and try to make sure that they don't get more than 5 to finish this period, and then hopefully you can come out and you can win the 3rd period.
Cole Fitzpatrick does a nice job there putting one off the boards, and Andrew Roth takes it. Roth tries to move one over to Peters, and he'll lose it. Caulfield takes the puck, and he'll throw one down. That's just out of the reach of his centerman, and it goes all the way down for an icing.
Yeah, and for the Mustangs, one of the things that you can't do is you can't let frustration set in, or you can't let attitudes start to grow or start to go south, because there's not much calendar left on the season, Ethan. After this,
there's not.
They go right into their EDC tournament, and every single thing is magnified when you're playing. Oh, nice little play off the face-off there, but every little thing is magnified once you get into the month of February. And so if you allow bad attitudes or you're upset about something, if you allow that to really start to affect or dictate your play, that can be something that unfortunately could end your season. So you want to, I know the score and the game is going the way you want right now, but you still have to continue to to play and perform and do what your job is and do what your coaches are asking of you.
Central now breaks it out of their net. Good hold there by the Mustangs, but puck goes back to Risky. Risky crosses the blue line. He'll take a shot there. That's just off the stick of Buchholz and high off the glass. Puck goes back down low. Jack Lyle backhand one. And puck now behind the Cheyenne net. Tyler Michalek now on the sidewall. He'll battle for it. And puck still tied up. Mustangs come out with it. Michalek moves on off the boards. And Central will take it. Kuntz moves on over. Caulfield. Caulfield centering pass. That's just through a stick. Michalek takes it. He tries to center one for Peters. And Peters wasn't looking for it. Dobb now takes the puck. Moves it to Peters. That goes by Peters and into the hands of Caulfield. Caulfield moves one up. And Knights enter the zone. Shot there from the top of the circle. Saved by Buchholz.
Nice glove save there by Peyton Buchholz. I believe that was probably going to go over the net anyways, but Buchholz elects to just slow the play down, take the whistle. 4:35 left here in the third period. Second period, excuse me.
It almost feels like the third.
I was going to say this period's felt like it was long enough. I'm ready for it to be over.
Centering pass out there for the Knights. Cleared away by the Mustangs. Puck goes back to Kuntz on the point. Kuntz with a slap shot that just goes wide of the net. And puck bounces out to center ice. Here's Kai Trudeau. Trudeau takes a shot there. And that's off the stick of Elseth and up. And Kuntz will clear it. Kuntz moves on up. He's hit off the puck by Kai Trudeau. And puck now back in the Knight zone.
Nice rush there by Trudeau and Peters. The Mustangs have had a couple opportunities in this period where they've been able to get some good shots off on Elseth. And that's where we talk about you got to keep playing. You can't develop bad habits or anything like that, because there have been some offensive zone opportunities for him.
Central there clears one out to the neutral zone, and Tyler Michalek takes it in his own zone. Michalek moves one up the ice to Peters. Peters chips one by, and Panzer will win the race to that one.
Yeah, you got two Mustangs that follow Panzer right behind the net, and then he is able to get by both of them and create a good rush up the ice there for the Central Mustangs. So again, we'd like to thank our in-game sponsor today, Marvin Windows and Doors, and their support for Cheyenne Mustang Media. Marvin is a fourth-generation family-owned and operated business that is headquartered in Warroad, Minnesota, with more than 5,500 employees across 16 cities in North America, including Fargo, West Fargo, and Grafton.
Puck taken there by the Knights. Spicer with it behind the net, and he'll get it to Panzer in the corner. Panzer moves on up to Sang. Sang takes a shot there. That's blockered away by Buchholz. Puck now centered out. Sang will take it at the circle. He'll move one down low for Spicer. Spicer loses it. Michalek will backhand all the way down. Icing waved off here. And puck goes to Singh in the corner. Singh can't handle it. Trudeau with a shot there off the stick of Elseth. And into the corner where Spicer will take it. Jacob Dobb now gets away from Spicer. And he'll try to push one out. And that's held by the Knights. Puck then exits the zone. Jack Belisle with it. Belisle tries to spin away from one. He'll lose it to Spicer. Spicer tries to get it over to Panzer, and their line will go for a change. Joey Kennelly has it. He'll try a centering pass that goes off Belisle. And Belisle tries to move one up to Tegenberg. And the Knights have it. Knights with the puck down in the corner. And they'll come out with it. Spins away from one and moves it up the boards, up to the point. Risky now with the puck. He'll move it back down low. Cuts to the middle, moves on down low. Tipped out in front, and that's wide of the net.
That was a good chance there. Gierczewski looking for Brendan White just on the side of the net. There was a good opportunity and a good idea by Gierczewski looking for Brendan White.
Puck hit high off the glass. And out to the neutral zone, and Central will throw one down. Icing waved off. Jacob Dobb takes it. Dobb moves one hard around. And Oster will take it. Lance Oster gets one out of the zone. Risky holds up to the red line.
We see it again there 2 times. The Mustangs try to clear it and never even got past the red line. So, Grand Forks Central makes it very difficult to even get the puck out of their own end. And then they create a good offensive zone opportunity. And I think we're going to see the first penalty of the game here. I was just thinking a little bit ago
thinking that too.
I was going to ask you that question. I
Pretty
said,
clean.
Well, that's the thing. I was looking at Grand Forks Central this year. They're Spicer's got 10, Kennelly's got 12, Kuntz has 16, and Sang's got 10. in terms of penalty minutes. So they only have 102 penalty minutes so far this year. The Mustangs only have 96, and so between the two of them, they don't like to spend a lot of time in the penalty box. And if you're Grand Forks Central, obviously, certainly you want your full complement of players. But I'd be curious to see how many shorthanded goals they have this year with their speed. I would assume they probably have at least 5, 6, 7. With their speed up front. So the Mustangs are going to come out here. They're about 60% on the year, and this is going to be an abbreviated power play. Obviously, some of it's going to spill over into period number 3, but they got 47 seconds left here on the power play.
Coles does a nice job there, gets it by Kuntz, and he's tied up in the corner. Puck now moved out by Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick moves on up to Peters. Peters goes low to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick back down to Coles. Coles throws one around to Trudeau. And Trudeau back to Coles. Coles tries to center one. Goes out to Trudeau. Trudeau with the shot there. That hits off the glass, and that will go all the way out of the zone. 19 seconds left. Quade Peters then flips one to Coles. Coles gets it to the red line. Then across the blue line, he'll move one over to Roth. Roth back to Coles. Coles over to Trudeau. And Trudeau tries to get one back to Peters with 4 seconds left. Here comes Panzer. Panzer takes a shot and he'll score.
That's going to be a backbreaker. That's going to go in with just 1/10 of a second on the clock. There's, I think, too much play. I think they're just going to run the clock off here. There's just too much play near the blue line by the Mustangs. They're trying to get it over the line, and then they were trying to go back and forth between, I think, 4 different guys. You had Coles over to Roth over to Trudeau, and then Trudeau was trying to move it, and then the one guy that is able to capitalize on plays like that's able to have good speed and go down and score a goal. Certainly does that, so that's going to be another point there for Braden Panzer on the year. That's going to be his, I believe, he scored earlier, so I think that's going to be his 20th goal on the season. And so we talked about after one period, you just had a 1-0 1-0 lead by the Knights, and the last thing we said is it's still a one-shot game. Well, now the Knights came out and showed why they are the #1 team in the state, and showed why they do have the top 3 scorers in the state, because they explode for 5 goals in 17 minutes. So this third period, we're going to see the Mustangs are going to be starting down by a score of 6-0, but they're going to start with 54 seconds left on the power play here. So again, you can stay with us throughout the period break and catch those senior videos.
I want to perform so I can teach my friends how to play the guitar.
I want to play this year so we can improve as a team and get some more of these.
I want to learn so I can expand my career opportunities.
I want to represent to enrich the world around me.
Mask up.
Mask up.
Mask up.
Mask up.
So another senior Mustang, or Cheyenne senior, I should say, Ethan Frisch, has been doing the live streams, or the commentating on the live streams for your games. So the question was posed, if there was a senior on the hockey team that could step in and do the job that Ethan does, who would it be? So this one here was, let's see, we have Andy Roth had 4. Carson Gass said, I think I could do it. And Kai Trudeau.
A good number.
Carson Gass, you're number 2. Slide that down to Mr. Kai. All right, so on these cards here, put it face down. Put it face down. So in the most recent live stream that Ethan Frisch commentated on,
the Mustangs scored 3 goals. There was one by Andy Roth, one by Kai Trudeau, and then one by Carson Teckenberg. On those cards was the goal call that Ethan used. Okay. What you are going to do now is you are going to flip that card over and you are going to do your best play-by-play commentating voice as if you were Ethan Frisch. Carson Gass, the pressure is on you because you were the one that said that you would be good at it. The others just said that they thought Kai would be good, and I'm not going to throw Cole Bowler under the bus. Actually, yes, I am. He said Kai because he talks a lot. So, we will start with Kai Trudeau. You have the first goal. That was the goal that was scored by Andy Roth.
Cameron Coles will now dig the puck out of the corner, takes himself to the front. Goal all Andrew Roth for the Mustangs.
All right. Carson Gass, you are up. Let's see. You're the one that said you'd be good at it.
All right. Michalek now with the puck. Looks for a centering pass. Goal! Cheyenne Mustangs.
That was the second goal of the game that was scored by Kai Trudeau, which was the game winner. Now we have Andrew Roth.
Big hit lead by Tyler Michalek and gets the puck to Teckenberg, and that will be a goal for your Cheyenne Mustangs.
All right, all our questions here. This one could get a little ugly with looking at the responses. So Webster's Dictionary defines a diva as a self-important person who is temperamental and is difficult to please. So the question posed to the Cheyenne seniors was, of the senior hockey players, who is the biggest diva and why? Going around the room here, who had 4? Who do you think? Michalek. All right, so Tyler Michalek came in with 4. Who came in with 2?
Lance.
Foster. Who came in with 1?
Cole Fitzpatrick.
Nope. Andy Roth. Andy Roth. Nope. Camden. What? So, Tyler Michalek, explain why you were chosen as the majority winner.
I guess I get a little excited in practice, and sometimes
that's generous.
And sometimes I get a little rowdy. And in games, if it's not going our way, or if it's not going my way, sometimes I get a little uptight.
So the descriptions were: one person said he's Tyler. Another one was he's picky. Another one was he gets a little too fired up in between periods and after games.
I don't know how much of a bad thing that is.
We'll go to Lance Oster. Lance, why were you chosen?
It's because I carry a comb with me everywhere I go. And in my defense, looking around the room, there's 3 of these people in here that use that comb, so I find myself as more of a helpful guy. Like, hey, your hair's not looking right before the game, come to me, I have a comb.
You can read the room because Tyler Michalek said his hair obsession.
You have purple shampoo, don't you?
Oh, that was when I accidentally dyed my hair.
Yeah, he dyed. How do you accidentally dye your hair?
It was supposed to just be a little bit, and it went full.
Dye just
All right, fans, welcome back to the West Fargo Sports Arena for third period action here between the Grand Forks Central Knights and the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. The Knights were able to get one with just under a second left to push their lead to 6-0, and the Mustangs are going to start here on the power play.
Peters moves one up the wall to Trudeau. Trudeau goes back to Coles. Coles then has to go back to Peters in his own zone. And Peters will keep it behind his own net. And he'll skate out with it. Quade Peters crosses the red line. And he'll throw one down before it goes to Caulfield. Caulfield throws one out, and that goes all the way down the ice. Taken by Kai Trudeau. Down. And makes Panzer fall. Trudeau cuts to the slot, takes a shot off the pad. Rebound there by Cole Fitzpatrick. Saved. And another shot by Trudeau. And Elseth hangs on.
It was a good job by Trudeau to create for himself, and then a good opportunity for Cole Fitzpatrick on the rebound.
Trudeau now takes it. He'll throw one up to Peters. Peters throws one down, and the Mustangs will go for a change. Cole Fitzpatrick there, battles for the puck. He'll lose it. And Joey Kennelly now takes it. Kennelly moves one up. And here come the Knights. He'll enter his own, centering pass across. Good stick there by Carson Teckenberg, tying up his man. And Teckenberg will take it. He'll move one up to Belisle, and that's in. Belisle skates and down for an icing.
That was a nice move there by Central coming down the ice, and you had defenseman Carson Sang jumped up in the play. Did a really good job on the backside there. Tried to get the shot off, just couldn't quite pull the trigger on that. And looks like we're going to have a face-off here to the right of Buckholz with 15-10 or 15-9, 15-8, third period here in a 6-goal lead for Central. Looks like we're going to be in running time territory.
Puck goes up to Michalek on the hash marks. Michalek backhands one out. And Teckenberg will race for it against Singh. Teckenberg there hits Singh off the puck. And it goes to Belisle. Belisle centers one out front. No one's waiting for it. And Joey Kennelly has it. Kennelly goes around one. He'll center one out in front. And Central can't connect on that one. And puck goes out to Teckenberg. Teckenberg then tosses around one to Michalek, and that's over his head. And in the hands of Kuntz. Kuntz crosses the blue line, and he'll throw one down. Puck taken by the Knights behind the net. And now tied up in the corner. And Tyler Michalek takes it. Michalek puts one off the glass. Glove down. Shot out front. Rebound. And that's sticked away there by Mosier. Puck now back up to the top, and that goes up into the netting for a whistle.
Yeah, it just seems like everything the Mustangs try to throw out of the zone is just, it's almost like it's intended for a Central player right there. You had Michalek tried to just throw it high off the glass, and the perfect bounce right to Kyle Fulton. He's able to catch it just in the middle of his chest, drops it, and gets a good hard shot on net, and they continue play. Looks like we got some different line combinations here for the Knights here in this third period. You got Spicer. It's out here with Brandon White and Dominic Krzyzewski. I know Kennelly was out there with a different line mate too, so I don't know if they're just trying some different combinations here or if they're just looking to see what they got up front.
Face-off won by the Knights, taken to the slot there, shot, and that's blocked by Peters, and Peters gets across the red line. He'll dump one in for Trudeau on the hash marks. Kai Trudeau throws one on net, and that goes behind, up to Coles at the point. Cameron Coles takes a shot there. That's wide to Elseth. Back to Kai Trudeau. Trudeau tries one on net, and that's also wide. Spicer there stops. And Knights come out with the puck there. Bounces out to the center. Kai Trudeau takes it. Trudeau with a shot there into the chest of Elseth.
That was Dylan Kuntz. He rifled that pass over across the ice, but unfortunately for him, it just missed his intended target, but he threw it so hard across the ice that it bounced back right onto the stick of Kai Trudeau. He's able to walk in and gets a good hard shot off. One of the things we talked about in the last game is the Mustangs do on the year. They average 30 shots on game, and here in the third period, you have Central's been able to hold them to 10. So anytime, looking here, Central only allows about 17 shots on goal for the year. So they do a very good job of shutting down other teams' offensive threats. And anytime you can hold a team under 20 shots a game, there's a pretty good chance that you're going to come out on the better end of that.
Shot there from the point. It just goes off the side of the net. Centered out in front. Stopped by Buchholz. Rebound goes to Coles. Camden Coles throws one up to Stalker. And slap shot there from the point. That goes wide. Tyler Michalek plays one up the wall. Held in by Caulfield. And McCarthy takes it behind. Colin McCarthy loses the puck. And nice pass there by Panzer. And Buchholz holds on.
That's going to be some rough stuff there. I think that was Camden Coles that took a shot at Panzer, and then Panzer gave it right back to him. And obviously you got, or not obviously, but you had Connor Litzinger that was right around there as well. Looks like McCarthy's going to go, and it looks like Panzer's going to go. They're each going to sit for probably 2 for roughing. We're going to continue 5-on-5 play. I don't know if that was a little frustration there by Camden Coles, and Colin McCarthy just taking some liberties on Panzer there. I think they maybe felt like he was digging for a puck that was maybe covered by goaltender Buchholz, but you and I aren't standing there, so we don't know if it was or not.
Puck taken by Lance Oster. Oster fakes one. He'll cross the blue line, and he'll get it low. Puck taken by Risky. Lance Oster with a shot there on net. That's saved by Eltiff. And here come the Knights. Knights with the centering pass there. That just is out of reach. And puck goes to Mosier behind the net. Zach Mosier now moves it up to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick tips one, and that will go on Elseth.
I don't think Fitzpatrick knew that Trudeau was standing about 15 feet behind him, and I think that's who that pass was probably intended for, but Fitzpatrick tipped it, so it was never able to get to Trudeau, and tipped it right on Elseth, and Central was up and out of the zone. So here we see Joey Kennelly out here, and today I was just looking at some of their stats for those three in their high school careers, and Panzer came in with 117 points. So far he's got a goal and 3 assists, so he's going to go up to 121. Spicer for his career was at 113, so now he's going to sit at 115, and Kennelly came in with 96. He's got 2 goals and an assist tonight, so Ethan, if he gets another point, you're going to be on a pretty historic call for that young man. So I hope that you prepared exactly what you're going to say, but if the math on the Bob Gillen's North Dakota High School Hockey website is correct, then he sits at 99 right now, so it'll be a pretty big milestone for Joey Kennelly for his next point and gets into the 100-point club.
Shot blocked there by the Mustangs from the point. Carlsrud tries this shove one up, and Kennelly takes it. Kennelly tries to backhand one out to front, and that's picked off by Michalek. Michalek crosses the red line, and he'll get hit.
That's right there. I mean, those defensemen just make it so difficult to get even into the zone and get anything going.
Kuntz now takes a puck in the neutral zone. He'll move on up the wall, and Coles does a nice job there. Picks it off, and he'll throw one down in the corner. Knights now move one around. Cole Fitzpatrick pinches one down on the wall. And out to the point for Camden Coles. Or Oster, I should say. And here come the Knights. Kuntz moves one up to Spicer. Spicer tries to go around Oster. Oster with a good stick there. Takes the puck from him, and he'll float one out. Glove down at the blue line. And Tyler Michalek takes it. Michalek puts one there. And back to Spicer. Spicer with the backhand. That goes out of the zone. And Camden Coles has it. Coles moves one up the wall to Trudeau. And Elsa stops it behind his net. Moves one out front. And puck just gets by Quade Peters. And Central dump one down into the corner. Puck goes out to Camden Coles in the front. And backhanded out of the zone. Back to neutral ice. Where Oster will take it. Lance Oster goes high off the glass. Glove down by the Knights. Thrown wide. And Camden Coles takes it. Coles moves one across to Oster. Oster back to Coles. And Coles goes up the wall, or up the ice to Belisle. Belisle then dumps one in. And it's taken by the Knights. Knights now enter the Cheyenne zone. He'll cut to the slot, loses the puck off his stick, and he'll move it down to Singh. Singh moves on, back up top, and puck now at the point, takes a shot, and that's high over the net.
Like every time the puck gets up to the point for Central, those Central forwards, they do a great job of just like sharks in like, what's that? What am I thinking of? They're like blood in the water sharks. I couldn't put my thought. You know, as soon as that puck goes up, they go straight to the front of the net, and they look for tips and screens, and you know, they make it difficult for the goaltenders tonight. Obviously, it's Peyton Buchholz, and they make it difficult for those goaltenders to see those pucks, and they've done a real nice job of it tonight. Those D get a lot of opportunities here. It looks like we're going to have a goalie change for Grand Forks Central. Looks like that's going to be Jack Jonke that's going to come in. He's a junior goaltender. Hasn't seen a lot of time this year, but he's going to get some time here tonight in the season finale here at the West Fargo Sports Arena. So again, we'd like to thank our in-game sponsor, Marvin Windows. Marvin Windows is a fourth-generation owner and operator manufacturer of products for builders, architects, and homeowners, including award-winning window and door solutions. So we'd like to thank Marvin Windows and Doors for their support of Cheyenne Mustang Media.
Zach Mosher plays one off the glass, looking for Craig Peters up there. The puck goes all the way down the ice for an icing.
What do you think about 5 days of school next week, Ethan?
It shouldn't be much of a difference from 4, but...
Yeah. Started with 2,
right.
Going from 2 to 4. That was an okay transition.
No, that one was a little more
tough. Well, 4 to 5 shouldn't be that bad. I think you're right, especially late start Wednesdays.
Right. Trudeau backhands one down into the zone. And Kuntz cycles one back around. And pass there by the Knights goes just out of the reach and down for an icing.
So this being the last hockey game of the year, you're going to put together a little audition tape and send it maybe to Mr. Bodell and say, I'll be your guy for baseball season, do baseball in the spring?
I think I do pretty well at baseball.
You think you could do it?
I feel like I could.
I think you probably could too. You know, just practice diving catch by Peters and double down the line for Oster and 6-4-3 double play started by Erlob, and practice those calls and you'll be fine.
Mosher throws one back in the zone from the point. Trudeau takes it in the corner. Back out centering pass, and no one's there for the Mustangs. And here comes Joey Kennelly. Kennelly saved by Buchholz.
I don't know where that puck was. If it was under, I don't know if it was under his glove or under his leg, but it was certainly awfully close. That was a good rush by Kennelly. He came down the wall and cut to the middle. Was able to get it onto Oster and threw it on net and created a good opportunity for himself. So we got 3:50 left here in the third period. We do have that running clock. You got looks like Teckenberg and Bjorger are going to step in here.
Kennelly tries to move one over, and that's backhanded all the way down the ice for an icing.
So we'll bring it all the way back down here. Face-off is going to be, looks like this time it's going to be to the right of Peyton Buchholz. So like we said, we got 3:27 left here in the third period. I wonder if Mr. Knodel could get us a score on the Cheyenne boys basketball team. They were down by 1 at halftime. Hopefully he's able to provide that to us because we got another stoppage in play here. Puck is going to be deflected off the face-off. It's going to go up and out of play. So again, we'll line them back up again and do the same thing. All right, so the Cheyenne boys basketball team won by 8, so they're going to keep their number 1 spot in the EDC standings. That's going to bump them up to 15-1 overall in the EDC and 16-1 overall for the year. It's a good shot block there by Tyler Michalek. That's something, obviously the game's 6-0 and you only got 2:40 left in the game, and you still have guys out there blocking shots. That's the type of team you want to play for, and the guys that you want on your team.
Bjorger wins the face-off back to Kennelly, and Kennelly stopped there, and Coles will take it.
Oh, official took a tumble in a real bad spot there. That could have been. We joke about it, and the refs are laughing at each other about it, but where he fell and where the puck was, that could have been kind of dangerous. So good to see him pop back up.
Michalek chips one around. Caulfield. And puck goes back behind the net. Caulfield takes it. Caulfield moves on up to the wing. And then back. Tyler Michalek ties up his man. And puck exits his own, and here comes Kennelly. One-on-one with Coles. Kennelly gets around him, takes a shot still from the ice, and Buchholz holds on for the save.
Yeah, so we'll have 1:45 left here in this third period. We're going to see both teams are going to elect to get some fresh legs out on the ice to finish this game off. We see Kennelly go off there, so if our math was right, Ethan, it's certainly a great accomplishment for him, but I was going to say I'd love for it to happen against someone else. It'll for sure happen. Don't, he'll for sure, probably the next game he plays, he's good for a couple points a night.
Trudeau gets hit in the boards pretty hard there. And puck now behind the central net. Big hit by Lance Oster. And puck goes to Spicer. Spicer with a shot there. That's wide of the net. Zach Mosier takes it. Mosier moves one up the wall, and here's Oster. Puck now at the central point. Shot there. Tipped off by Mosier. And puck goes out to Stalker. Central now in possession of the puck, takes a shot there, and Buchholz with a nice save there.
That was a nice shot there by Dominic Krzyzewski. Put it, seemed like he's kind of in an area, and he puts that right on net. It catches Mosier up high. No, not Mosier, Buchholz, excuse me.
Face-off one there by the Knights, cleared down by Camden Coles. And 10 seconds left here to play. Here come the Knights on 2-on-1 rush on Dobb. Goes on to the front. And that will do it about here for this game.
Yeah, Knights, they were gunning for it all the way up until the final buzzer. They had a 2-on-1 there with about 7 seconds left, and then they, whiffed on a slap shot there, kind of a turnaround slapper, trying to get it on net with just under a second left on the clock. So that's going to end our game here. The Cheyenne Mustangs are going to go down 6-0 to the Grand Forks Central Knights. So we said, obviously before the game, the Knights, they had clinched the number 1 seed, so that's going to put them up to, 44 points, I believe. They came in with 41. So we do see, the Knights are going to take the number 1 seed into the EDC tournament, and obviously the Mustangs are going to be in 5th place. North had clinched that 6th seed, so there was a couple spots that earlier in the week that Cheyenne could have advanced to, but with the good play of some other teams, Cheyenne's going to take that 5th seed in. So now it's just going to be a matter of seeing, who they're going to play. I believe that at the start of this game, it was Fargo Davies that sat in 4th place. So it could be them, or I believe maybe even could be Fargo South Shanley. So, Ethan, for our first year, how do you think we did?
Oh, pretty solid. Just jumping into things went pretty well.
Right, and you've done a magnificent job. I'm just a simple U.S. history teacher, and you were able to carry the load here for Cheyenne Mustang Media Production, and I don't get too sentimental about things, but I'm kind of sad it's over. What's that quote?
Yeah.
Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened, or whatever, right? No, so it was, we really enjoyed, for those of you, if you're not too sick of us yet and you haven't shut us off, we have really enjoyed, and we said this is the last hockey game of the year that we'll do this year, and we've really enjoyed the opportunity to, live stream these home games to you. It was certainly something that I think a lot of people enjoyed, but I think a lot of people are also really proud that it was produced by Cheyenne students and Cheyenne teachers. You had Mr. Knoda. We really couldn't have done the work without him setting, all this up, and then having students. Tonight we have Jacob Fisher was doing the camera, and then Alyssa Traylor was doing a lot of the studio work. We've had Tatum Rasmussen has done some work, and Sadio Abdi as well. Last weekend we had some of the National Honor Society kids getting some of their hours done. So I think that's something that's very, very cool for Cheyenne High School, that they do have students and staff advisors that were able to put something like this together, and you watch the numbers on YouTube grow, and you get comments from people around the country that are watching it and able to see their family and their friends, and I think even the players too, they like going home and seeing how they did, and maybe they like to hear if you made a good compliment about them, or maybe if you said they should have done something a little different. Maybe you hear about it in first period.
For sure.
Yeah, first period econ the next morning, or whatever it is. So it certainly has been a very enjoyable experience. We appreciate everyone that has shown us support and given us support, and we also appreciate those that have subscribed to Cheyenne Mustang Media. But just because hockey's done doesn't mean that Cheyenne Mustang Media is done, Ethan. They still got some basketball games. I don't have the schedule right in front of me, so don't know how many. I know they're winding their season down as well, but you have boys and girls basketball that you can catch on there with Mr. Knodel doing the call on there. And I don't know if he caught last Saturday. He had a freshman boy, Jackson Miller, on with him, and I texted Knodel and I said, "Who's the guy you're doing it with?" I thought it was with an old pro, and he said, "Ah, it was with freshman Miller." So I think, I know you're going off to college, and we wish you all the best. But there's an up and coming a freshman boy that is certainly, I think, going to take the cake for best broadcaster in the school. So after you were gone, of course. So maybe when he's a sophomore year. So, like I said, it's been an enjoyable season. We appreciate you being along for the ride with us. For Jordan Latupski
and Ethan Frisch,
take care.
Defenseman, and I'd like to thank my parents and coaches for helping me through this whole hockey experience for all these years.
My name is Carson Gass. I'm a senior forward. I'd like to thank my coaches and my parents for introducing me to the game of hockey and buying me everything along the way that I needed.
My name is Jack Andrews, senior defenseman. I'd like to thank my parents and my coaches for giving me everything I need throughout the years of hockey.
My name is Quade Peters. I'm a senior forward, and I'd like to thank everybody who's helped me get through these years, and just especially the coaches and my parents.
My name is Ryan Thornton. I'm a senior goaltender. I'd like to thank my parents for pushing me to play the sport, and my coaches for helping me and teaching me all the things I need to know.
My name is Jacob Daub. I'm a senior defenseman. I'd like to thank everyone over the years who has helped me push forward and pursue hockey.
Hello, my name is William Krauser. I'm a senior. I'm also a defender. I'd like to thank my parents and just anyone that's really helped me push forward. And
hey, my name is Andy Roth. I'm a senior forward, and I'd like to thank everyone in my family, including grandparents, my parents, my brother, everyone, and my coaches that's helped me throughout the years. And
my name is Bryce King. I'm a senior defenseman. I'd like to thank my mom and dad and grandpa and grandma for helping push me to play throughout the years. And let's go Mustangs.
My name is Cole Voller, senior forward. I'd like to thank my parents and the rest of my family and everyone else who's shown me support. Thank you.
Kai Trudeau, senior forward. I just want to say thank you to my mom, dad, stepdad, grandparents, all the family members that have helped me throughout the years, and let's take them to them tonight, boys.
My name is Tyler. I'm a senior forward for Cheyenne. I'd like to thank my parents specifically, but also my whole family for supporting me throughout my whole hockey career.
My name is Cole Fitzpatrick. I'm a senior forward, and I'd like to thank my coaches, friends, and family. Thank you.
My name is Lance Oster, senior defenseman. I'd just like to say thank you to all my family, especially my mom and dad, for all the help throughout the years.